Hey friends, welcome back to our channel Wandering Architect. I am Architect Sharan and today we are stepping into the heart of design, the tools that literally build your vision from the ground up, like walls, floors, roof, doors and windows. Yeah, we are doing all that in this video. But more than that, we are making the software disappear for bit time. So it's just you and your design. So let's dive into the Revit. This is episode 3. Let's begin with Revit 2026 again. So last class you have learned regarding project browsers, tool palettes and everything. In that I've also covered only a key features in that. There are more tools which we need to learn, but in that case we have just learned a basic thing so that it will be no more confusion for you guys. In coming days we'll be learning regarding more things, like you can see there in above, there is a collaborate tab, view tab, manage tab. I have not covered the keys like collaborate, view, I will manage and add-ins and regarding these things, because it will get confused in first class itself. They are just a tool which help to make your architecture model more precise and with accurate. Okay, basically today we'll be learning regarding walls, windows, doors as well as roofs. So this is most important class regarding basic modeling of architecture. So let's begin. Here you guys can see there is a file option where you can save. So before starting anything, just save your file or else you will be losing your data. Okay, let's save it. So when you go into file, the save as, then just for now I'm just creating a folder called project. Sorry. Okay, and now I'm creating a folder called project. Then thing is, in usually in other project you can directly make it as save as or else directly save, but here in Revit it takes a backup. So click on options. So there is an option called to keep a backups. For example, if you need a backup of last 3 saves, you can directly keep it. For now I'm keeping it as a 2. Okay, and make it as okay and save it. So whenever you try to save it, your last 2 backups will also save in as a extension dot 001 dot 002. You guys can check it. Okay, let's start. So this is your workspace which I have told yesterday, and this is your elevations. Yesterday we learned regarding this workspace. Now let's begin with walls, doors and windows. Okay, in architecture tab you guys can see there is a wall tab over here, and there is a 3 options called wall architectural, wall structural and wall by face. So what are these? So basically wall architecture is that which we usually use in which I prefer you guys to use the wall architecture, so that your modeling become precise and you will get the exact sizes which you are searching or else finding in during modeling. So let's begin. So this is your property box which I've told, and this is project browser. So every time if you need to search your levels, you guys need to go elevations. Then if you click any of your architecture, you guys can see levels here. So this is how you guys to understand how levels works. So basic modeling needs your understanding of levels. So we today will be covering just how it works in detail. We'll have a different and detailed class regarding levels. Okay, so this is our L1, that is our floor plan. So we'll go into this, go to floor plan, just right click and click on go to floor plans. So this is how it looks. So today we'll learn how to place walls, windows, doors as well as roofs. So in architecture tab, click on wall architecture. So when you click on wall architectural, you guys can see left to this left of screen that there is a property box which is indicating wall size of generic 200 mm, right? So just see everything, like what is his base constant. So what is your base constant? Suppose imagine you are having a building which is of, this is your top constant and this below is your base constant. So base constant will be in your ground line, right? So that will be your 0.0, like this is 0. And again, top constant is unconnected. Revit takes default sizes, that is nowadays is taking default unconnected top constant along with a height of 6000. So if I draw a wall now, it will be it will be from ground line to your 6000 mm. Okay, let me show you. Now there will be a question how to, I wanted to work in imperial and now we have selected a metric template. Is it possible to see in feet and inches? There is no issue, just there is a shortcut called UN which is for units, UN. Okay, so this is your project units. You can directly go into here, this is in common. Now you can directly change from your length as well as areas. Now directly I'm changing from area to inches, like if you want it to know feet and factor inches. Okay, now you can see this is how it works. Now your unconnected height is changed into feet and inches. Okay, now I'm doing undo. So this is how it works. So let me repeat again. click on wall, then you can see dimension of 200 mm, like width of 200 mm wall, along with the top constraint unconnected with the base offset 0. So this is how we need to select. Now just click on the random point and you can drag it like this, and you can see the dimension along with the Revit. So for example, now if I'm stopping it, it's 15,800. So I want some fixed value, that is like if I want 3000 mm, so I can directly type as 3000 mm. Okay, no need to type mm, it will be taking default as it our units are basic settings are in matrix. Okay, just we need to click on wall, you can directly see the dimensions pop up here. Okay, got it. This is a basic thing regarding walls. Now suppose we are going into doors, how to place walls. Now how to place doors. So after architectural wall, beside there is a door option. When you click door, Revit gives you your default doors. In coming class I will be teaching you how to load door also. So this is our door. So and here also same, if I want to flip it, just space bar. Okay, I can flip it however I want. This is okay. So this is in level 1, and seal height will be 0 for door, and then we need to place it however we want. So let me drag this wall bit. When if you want to drag, you can see there is a blue dot over here. We need to just drag it how much our area we need. Okay, now let me make it 5000 for you guys so that I can place window over here. So when we have placed door, next there is a window, and the shortcut for window is WN, and for door it was DR. Okay, now let me click WN once again for you. So when you click on WN, you can see there is a fixed window as well as window casement double and window double hung. So we have just default settings or default windows from Revit. We can load it from our Revit also, like in coming, like, we'll be teaching those things. Okay, now let me click on some random sizes. For now we'll be taking it as 600 by 900 mm. Okay, now you need, here is some twist. Okay, you need to select a seal height before, if you are placing, or else you can change it later on also. I prefer you to do it before itself. Seal height will be regarding, we'll take it as, for now there is 900, so seal height will be keeping it as 900 for now. So you can see now I am placing it. Okay, now there is a question like why I cannot see this window. Okay, in the plane cutting or else the view range which we are seeing is regarding, this is shortcut VR. If you want to see view range, this is 2600, and we have placed our window above the height of 2600. So if I reduce it, let me check. Now we can see it. So this is how it works. This is a view range. So how this view range works? Suppose we have our total level of 3000 and it has been cutting at the level of 1500. So whatever is cutting at 1500 will be visible in our floor plans. Clear? Okay, now there is a question like how can we see these things in 3D, because now we can see wall as well as door as well as window, but thing is, like we have heard Revit is a 3D model, right? So let's go into 3D. Okay, there is a wall here. Where is our window and door? There is a, you guys can see here, there is a door as well as window. So this is what we have placed, and we have not given a top base. It has been taken default by Revit itself regarding 6000. So how do we change it? We can directly go here, and it is a 6000, right? We will change it into 300, or else there is another option called, we can directly select through levels itself. For now we will make it as 3000. No, I wanted to precise, then we will go in back, we'll go into level 1, 2. Done. This is how it works. So suppose we will work for this also, we'll make it as level 2, and it will be and you can see there is unconnected at 3600. It means our level 1 to level 2 distance is 3600, that is 3600 mm. So now if you want to see it in color or less in realistic, we'll go down here. There is an option called visual style. In visual styles, you can change it into a realistic. Whoa, this is how it looks, guys. So you can see there is a wall which has taken a random color now, and with the door with their materials as well as windows. So this is how you need to place. But remember, whenever you are placing anything, you just need to place it in levels. It works accurate so that you can have proper dimensions and all. Now you can have a dimension from here, and we can take a dimension through these things. This is whatever how it works. Next we'll jump into floors. So suppose example we have a wall here, we'll take it as a next we'll learn regarding floors. So now I'm going into selecting a wall. Okay, now I'm drawing it into a rectangle wall here for now, so that I can place a floor in this between. Okay, now I need to define some height. So this is running from level 1 to level 2. So now I need to define the height. This is running from level 1 and to a top constant L2, which is accurate. Now we need to add a floor, and at the top you guys can see there is an option called floor. In floor we need to click it as a floor architectural. There is option called floor structure also if we are going into slabs and all. And floor by phase, this is regarding masses, which will be coming into next classes. And no floor architectural. So when you click on floor architectural, again in you need to, whenever you click any tabs, just look into a properties box. This is floor and generic 300 mm. So this is sizes of the floors. You can randomly choose for now, and you can edit also, which we'll be learning in coming classes again. So now I will be selecting generic 300 mm. So you can see there in modify or create floor boundary, there is an option called line, rectangle, as well as some random other shapes, as well as a pick line. So pick line, how it works, we'll learn those things also, and regarding line also. So now for now I will be taking line, and I will be selecting from endpoint to endpoint. Okay, whenever you get this rectangle box, this is your endpoint, or it's a square box. Now there should be no another line which will be coming in this rectangle plan, or else outside our rectangle plans. Okay, or else your floor will be incomplete, or else it will not, Revit will not accept this. So let me to make it finish. Okay, you can see the blue thing here. If you want it to see in 3D, you need to go again at the top. You guys can see there is a default 3D view. You can need to click on this. Now already I have opened this tab. You guys can see here. I can click on here also. If I click on 3D, you guys can see the floor which is at the base constant of 0. So okay, now I have taken it in inner to inner, so it will act as a interior floor plans. I can directly rise it to our level 1. For example, it was of height 300 mm. So I can directly make it the offset of 300, which we usually take it as 100 or else 80 mm. For now, like I'm just, for your understanding, I've just taken it as a 300 mm. So you guys can see the floor, it works as an interior floor now. And again, same in similar way, we can add a slab, and we can make it a covered by below the our floor, interior floor. Hope you guys understand walls, doors, windows, as well as floors. Now remaining is your roof. So for now today we'll be having a basic roof. So now we have covered walls and floors, interior floors, as well as doors and windows, and you guys know how where it is placed now. Now I hope you guys are familiar with these things. Okay, let's dive into a basic roof. So again we need to go into our floor plan. So to search floor plan, if I suppose there is a tab closed here, now if I want to search my level, then I need to go into project browser palette. So you guys can see here in architectural there is an option called floor plan. Now if I click on L1 architectural, this is our floor plan which where we have worked till now. So this is our L1 plan. Now if we are going into roof, you need to select L2 because it is our level 2. Now if I go into roof selects roof by footprint. Similarly, last time we have used the line tool. Now let's learn pick line. So what pick line does, wherever there is a line, it directly picks over it and it draws accurately. So if I select on pick lines, okay, 1, 2, 3, yes, let's go with finish. Okay, this is roof footprint with slope. So if you want to see, we'll go into 3D. This is how it acts. It's just a random slope which has Revit has taken. Let me try what was the slope. The slope which it has given was 36.87 degree. You can directly change it however you want. For now, we'll turn off all slopes because we are adding a basic roof. Okay, you just select this line. You will get option called define slope. You can turn off, or else you can select everything and just off it define slope. Okay, done. So now you can see there is a mistake which I have done from my side, that I have taken the lines or in the interior side. So we need to align it to outside. So the shortcut for align is AL. Okay, when you click on AL, you can directly select this and you can take. Done. So now I have off the define slope also. Let me check. Okay, let me go into 3D. Okay, this is your roof which has placed now, and this is your flooring. Let me isolate for you guys now. So this is how it looks. This is your roof and this is your slope. This is basic things, guys. We are going very basic for now because I know you are quick learner and you will be making notes in coming classes also. I have also told in last class you need to make notes so that it helps you in coming classes. That's all with today's class. Let's see you in next episodes.
Hey, to just is your first wall in Revit, but it's more than a wall. It's a foundation actually. If this clicked with you, hit a like and pass on it. Next episode, we are not just building, we are seeing like architects. Episode number 3, if you will be bridging with episode number 4, like edit type of walls, floors, roofs, doors, and windows. So see you in next episode.